Welcome back to Total War Playthroughs. Today I'm actually going to show you just a brief introduction of the Third Age Total War 6.0 mod that I just installed today. I played the original back in the day, I think up to like 3.4, so this is going to be completely different from what I've what I've seen a little bit when I first opened it up. So there are some different changes to the factions if anybody's played the initial ones that came out. There's just some expanded ones with more dwarves, more elves, and so forth. But pretty cool. So if anybody's familiar with the books, I mean, you have your main here in Gondor of men. We have Rohan as well. And we have Dale, Dominion of Arnor, the north, the Erebor dwarves, the Orokarni dwarves, Arid Loon dwarves, Isengard, goblins of the Misty Mountains, Mordor, of course, Gundabad orcs, the Shadow of Angmar, Herad, Rune, Imladris Realm, Woodland Realm, Lothlorien Realm, and then of course the Mythland Realm. So kind of a lot more options than what I remember, you know, unless you had some of the additional mods like Divide and Conquer and so forth that gave you access to some of those other factions. So this is pretty cool. It's going to be a little bit different. Let's go ahead and start it up here. I'm not going to show CPU moves, I'll just slow it down a little bit. But let's play as Gondor to start off with. Alright, so starting up here, this is kind of a cool function. I haven't really played any further than just one turn, actually. So, but it looks like as you increase your knowledge based off of like your leaders, increases in stats from the council, from friendly settlements, from your captive prisoners, which is cool, it's a new thing. And also your buildings, you start to increase that you're going to unlock new access to units and buildings and more skilled newcomer captains. So that's pretty cool. Some different things that's pretty awesome about this game. The knowledge system here shows off to the side kind of what we were talking about. It shows you what we're currently at. So the other cool thing though is they do have a spy tag here, so you can actually indicate what you want them to do. So like monitor the region of, let's say, Eastern Osgiliath. We want them to monitor that, put that into place. That's going to be our spy function, so we'll be able to see that area. So you can actually assign them, which is really quite cool. Then also your active quests will show up over on this side. The white console, just clicking on that will tell you how you sit with them, and then also the current quests that you have. One other cool thing is the minimap expansion. If you click it, you can actually highlight each individual territory and go to, which is freaking awesome. I mean, the maps in the previous, you know, they weren't all that great. I mean, you could click the general area, but it's cool to actually break down the region so you have an idea of what that looks like, which is pretty sweet. Nothing really changes much in this function tab here of overviews. Diplomacy is pretty different though, because it's actually to the point where we're not having to send diplomats, to my understanding, which is really cool. You can select who you want to trade with. Gives you an idea of how you're doing. So excellent standing, stronger, our leader's more wise, but you can break a lot. You can actually just make your decisions here, which is awesome. Tribute is something that's cool. This is awesome right here, so you can actually request that they, you know, declare war on different folks, which you could do previously, but it's all through this system here instead. Prisoners is a cool thing. You can trade prisoners, you can trade items. So if you have like an artifact, I don't think Gondor starts with anything, but like if you had, you know, Anduril or something like the sword that Aragon has, you could trade that, which is pretty cool. You can trade regions, obviously, but it's all done through here now, which is really, really awesome. Instead of having to use your diplomats out on send them over to different territories and whatnot, so it's pretty cool. One other thing, too, is nothing's showing up in these two spots. I don't know if that's some kind of error that I had with my download, or if it's just meant to be that you double-click on the city itself. So you double-click on it, you get access to those things. Oh, cool. Still the same kind of functions. So we don't want to auto-manage that, obviously. Counter's still there. It's not showing skills, which is kind of odd. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So one other thing, too, that I'm trying to figure out here, we'll do as we go through, but there's actually individual sites now. I'm thinking of trying to kind of reflect what we see in some of the newer games that, you know, grants bonuses and does things for your territory that can actually be attacked by enemies, kind of like the new game, so you have to probably repair it, I'm thinking, but we'll have to see. I haven't gotten any further, but yeah, let's get going and see if we can get a turn put into place here. take these guys, and we'll try to take Cair Andros.
We shall prevail. Yes.
So what do we have for troops? See if we have any free ones anywhere. It's kind of the same. So we got everybody with the free upkeep starting off, which is pretty sweet. Alright, so it's kind of like the ones that I've played. The whole western side of Gondor is rebelled right now. I'm thinking there must be a Del Amroth territory here. I don't remember if I saw that when we first started, so I'm not sure who that's going to be. But let's start making some troops and go from there. Fountain Guard, heck yeah. So a couple of basic militia troops, but the Fountain Guard's a pretty sweet one to start with. Let's see, what else do we have in here? Library. It's a big one. That'd be pretty good to do, but 7,000 gold. Quite a bit of our stack that we have right now. I might start up with paved roads. We can maybe do this across our territories here in this case. Watch posts, paved roads. I think that the watch post is actually you're building your watchtowers for your territory instead of having to build individual ones, which is kind of cool. That's the case, but we'll see as it goes on. Watch posts, let's do those. Probably a waste of money this early on. We should probably be doing something that makes money. But I like to be able to see the map too, so. Right, so we're out of cash pretty much. Let's see what we have for next turn. So usually you would click down here to see your cash, but not seeing that option. Or projected cash for the next turn. No, I don't have M2EX installed with this because I'm not sure if it functions correctly with the engine overhaul that they did here with it. So I'm leaving it out for now. See how it works, but those turns are pretty quick there. That was actually pretty good. Right, so I think we did make the watchtowers, and it looks like it did actually make them for the whole territory, so you can actually see the whole thing. That's what that building is, which is pretty cool. Different function than the previous games. It's kind of cool to have that option where you can see everything. Let's see, what do we have here? Not happy. Put that one down. So I don't have to pay for it, so do it next turn. So I'm not seeing a option to show what the projected treasury is. It's kind of a bummer because I'd like to be able to see that. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Kind of a weird thing. Oh, there it is. Perfect. So income next turn, 323. Not looking great. It looks like. Oh, we were riding, not as Gileath. Okay. 7 turns. So we got our troops built over here. So let's go ahead and pull them out. We'll have Boromir. Oops. Let's help siege Cair Andros quick. Turn. So we got our roads built there. So I had a fatal graphics error. Alright, so we had that crash, fatal graphics error crash. I went ahead and enabled, I did the large address aware again on the Medieval 2 and the Kingdoms executables, but then I also did it on the Third Age 6.0 file too, just to see, or program as well, just to see if that makes a difference. I don't think you need to. It doesn't say to do that inside of the installation instructions, but it's something we can try out and see how it works here. So, loading it up.
Captain of Gondor.
Siege them here.
We shall prevail. Yes.
I think we're still in the positive for money, so worried about losing anything here. I think when I play this again, I won't be making those watchtowers right away because they don't produce anything. I just was kind of curious to see what they did. Let's maybe do our first battle here.
Protect the blood of
Gonna take Cair Andros.
to battle.
Well, I'll wait one more turn to get the ladders put in place, but then we'll do it. Okay, let's give it a try.
We shall engage.
So it looked like I read through this too fast. Engaging the rival armies and only the option, sometimes proposing a parley. Okay, so it looks like we can actually do a parley. Siege not strong enough. So this is kind of like in Empire Total War. You can ask them to surrender, but we're not outnumbering them enough, so we can't have that option. But it's kind of cool that they put that in there. So if you're really outnumbering them, you don't want to lose any of your guys, you have the option of just having them surrender and their troops leave the city, which is pretty cool. Also saves you any repairs on that city, which is pretty awesome. Like, these basic siege equipment stuff there, nothing what I can see. Drop this one. Don't need to have them taking it. Warrior here is also a heavy infantry, which is pretty awesome. Shield wall formation, pretty sweet. Alright, let's start the battle up. The guys up on the walls. Put them up behind. They got some listed towers here, it's pretty sweet. What's up with some pretty devastating shots there. Might not have been able to take this, I don't know. Yeah, man, the battles look pretty cool. Units are pretty cool looking. Actually, pretty good graphics for Evil 2, which is pretty cool. I wonder if there's an upgrade in this one. Let's fast forward a bit. Oh, they destroyed our battering ram. I just have to realign the ladders, I think. Running them up. Same thing here.
Our men have reached the walls with their ladders.
Some more troops. All up.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Cool. Check out some of the battle action here. Reason Boromir doesn't have a special ability, which is kind of weird. Usually they do. Not sure what's going on with that, but we'll have to send these guys down and over.
Our soldiers have proved their worth today. The enemy's walls belong to
behind
us
here,
now.
I think. Unless there's not an entry point there. Come on, get in there.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Maybe not. Yeah, but we got our allies that can help out too. Not sure where they're shooting me with. I don't have much here for. Oops. There we go. Alright. Get him. Second wall here. Pretty much over. Let's see if we can get up behind them and shoot him in the rear. All they have is just their shield wall formation. Usually they have like, you know, morale boost or something.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be ours.
Some arrows here. Very nice.
Our men are in command of the castle. Good time. This is a clear victory.
Lost a lot of dudes there. Wasn't my best man, but more interested in some of the functions of the game, and the graphics look pretty good too. A lot more clean cut looking than vanilla game, I think. See if they have a prisoner option here.
We have
I must have ended up, well, we killed everybody. We're gonna take prisoners when they're all dead, I suppose. I'm gonna see if we can maybe try out diplomacy function here. See what we can work with. Oh, Amrath, yep, okay. They're already allied with them, they already have trade rights. Want to do any tribute stuff. Rohan, we have alliance, trade rights, military access. Probably starting off. Okay, let's go to get trade rights with Dale. Nice. This is sweet. Like I say, it's awesome getting rid of that diplomat thing that we had in the previous versions of any medieval 2 games. You know, have that issue. So it's pretty cool that we have that to work with. I think it looks like where's treaties non-standing between factions. Excellent neutrality basis. So trade rights. Establish trade rights between the factions. Factions must be neighbors or have at least one port each. Oh, okay. So that's interesting. They don't have enough free ports more than our neighbors, so we can't have the trade with them. You trade rights with them. That's pretty cool. Yeah, man, this is a sweet function of it. Well, I think what I'll do is I'll just cut this introduction video here, and I think I'll actually make the next one while I'll play as Gondor, and we'll share that that video, and we can see how the campaign progresses that way. But it's kind of cool to see the new functions here that we have. I'm interested to see, you know, how much more really comes about with these different sites. I'm thinking that if they attack them, they can damage them. You got to repair them. And it seems like when you build a building in here, it actually pops up in your territory, which is, you know, pretty sweet. So it's kind of cool. Another way you can like raid your enemies. But we'll go ahead and end the video here. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time for a Total War 3rd Age playthrough.